Hi everyone. Today we'll talk about the wine love. Why wine? Am I endorsing wine? Am I encouraging you to drink wine? No. I am trying to explain a concept of divine love using the concept of wine. Wine is made by fermentation of grapes in a very particular environment with particular ingredients in it. The heat, the temperature, the pressure, and the containers are very specific so that a particular kind of wine can be formed. This is how wine comes into existence. Now, when I use this example or analogy in our life, I am relating it to the divine love. So, when a person is engrossed in self love, that person is actually embodying the divine love. So, whenever a person is given pain, generally a person runs away from that. Generally, a person runs from the catastrophic environment that life gives pain and pressure to a person. Why? Because we as a person wants to run away from the things that teach us a lot of things. Now, generally, we run away from the pain because we are not in a habit to get into pain, which is obvious. But sometimes, when life really wants to push you forward and grow you out, you don't have a choice but to accept that pain. You accept that pain because nothing else is working. And you understand that it is the time for you to take the pain. That is when you start to work on your pain. It can come in a form of disease, it can come in the form of losing interest in everything that you were doing, and it can also come in parts, or it can also come all together at one go. When you accept your pain, that is the beginning of your emotional intelligence. Nobody tells you this because people don't know about this, and the people who actually know about this, those are the ones who have the power of mind to transmute the pain into something very powerful. So the reason why nobody talks about it, because nobody is trying to understand it. And the people who talk about this are the people who don't resonate with the energy of people who are not trying to understand this. So once you are in the mode of acceptance and you want to understand your pain, the reason behind it, and actually work on it, that is when you open yourself to understand the new concept of life. Coming back to the technical definition of the divine love, I bring back the concept of self mutation of the pain into the power of positivity. And when that power of positivity enhances in your life, you come to a stage of thoughtless mind. You come to a thoughtless mind because you have outgrown from your pain. So when you're outgrowing your pain and transmuting your pain by doing meditation or affirmation or understanding and observing yourself, the divine or the universe actually helps you to get that out, to get you out of that pain. To be very specific, you for the first time feel what love is, and you for the first time feel that the love was always inside you, but you were unknown to that love. That is why it is one of the category to be known to us as stepping into the unknown. So the love that you receive from inside of yourself by cleaning the pain that you ever had in your life, that is the invocation of self-love and the beginning of understanding yourself. What does that do to you? It starts to clean your life. It starts to refine you. The moments where you ever have found yourself to be lost, you start to find way in that lostness. Now you find some new experiences hidden in your old patterns. The self realization is one of that. This brings you power of understanding your own life, your relationships, and even the people who you have discarded and you were afraid to learn from once. This self love starts to invoke those experiences in you that only enhances your power and where you become powerful over the experiences that you are facing in your life. Once you have hit that power of self love, all the people who are not in that frequency actually disregard you and they stay away from you, because your frequency is so enhanced that it disregards who and what is not equivalent to you. That is why you lose people in your life, that is why you change places in your life, and that is why you change jobs, that is why you are growing. So this act of divine love is so powerful that it will bring you those people only who divine loves, because you have started to invoke that power in you. So everything in your life actually starts to be as a gift of the universe, as those relationships that you encounter that are being gifted to you, that are born from the divine love, and only those people are there and those experiences are there which are actually approved by the divine. So when you start to understand that yes, there is a superpower in the universe, yes, there is a divine or God or anybody who is actually powerful than you, who is working with you, who is transforming you, that is when you accept your life and trust. So that is when you actually find love in your career. That is the reason why you have left the old world behind. It is not because you didn't care, but it is because you understood that you have to move forward. And if you don't move forward, you will be always in pain. So, changing of your thought process, changing of your belief system and evolution of yourself brings you closer to your true self, bring you closer to your truth. And if you hold your truth strongly within you, nothing in the world will matter, but only those relationships will matter to you, only those experiences will matter to you, that will bring you true energy of your own self love. So never be afraid of anyone who is discarding you and your worth in the life. Always understand that you hold a worth which is gifted to you by the universe. You are not here without any reason. You might not know that reason today, but do believe in the reason that there is a very specific reason of you being born on this planet Earth, and you are very special to this universe. So today you have learned actually why wine and divine are actually connected. So specific environment, specific container, specific ingredients make you specific, where you are growing in a very specific way. That is how divine is connected. So when divine enters in your life, a specific way is given to you, specific people are given to you, specific conditions are given to you, that makes you grow in divine love, and you're actually very protected. You feel very protected, you feel very understood. And when you're not able to understand any of the circumstances that are coming across you, you say, okay, I accept this self, I accept what is happening with me today. And that is when you have the realization why things are happening in a very particular way to you. So that is the reason, or that is the situation in which you will understand that why the old has been lost and why the new is taking its shape. So, as a painter is drawing and putting colors into the painting, your life is also coming and blooming into colors, but there has to be a blank state first for something new to be created. So, when the old goes, the new comes. Similar to the wine that takes a lot of time to ferment, and all the grapes are changing its shape, color, and even the quality into the fine wine. The state changes from solid to liquid. So, your divine love completely changes the state of your mind, it changes the state of your life. It also moves you from one place to another because it helps you to understand that you are growing, and divine and universe will always have your back, that they know that you won't understand it at one point. You won't understand and know the reasons and have answers at one point, but they would know that you are the one to be trusted. You are the one who trusts everything in your life, and that is the way of your life. So, divine love is actually the divine love, and I'm not endorsing to you that you must drink wine. No, I'm just comparing the process of formation of the wine with the process of transmutation of the pain into the self growth, where things change for only your betterment and growth. Thank you for listening.